We'll start in next 2 minutes. We are just waiting for a few people to join us.
It's already 5 o'clock. Let us start.
Okay. Sound check. Am I audible to everyone?
You are.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to people who have joined us today from different parts of the globe. I, Aftab Alam, Head Business Development at Koi International, extend a very warm welcome to all of you and wishing you all a very happy Teachers' Day. I want to thank each and everyone present in this August gathering virtually from different locations from India and other countries. Today, we all are here for Felicitation ceremony, International Corona Warrior Educators, our teachers. I would like to quote Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He has said, teaching is a very noble profession that shapes the character, caliber, and future of an individual. If the people remember me as a good teacher, that will be the biggest honor for me. Before we get started, I would like to quickly brief you who we are before our moderator for the day, Dr. Sood, takes over. Koi International is one of the very few education sector specific certification bodies on the globe. Koi is accredited by the Quality Council of India, Government of India.
This side. You're not coming.
We conduct assessments, audits, and provide certification services to all the key segments of the education sector, namely early childhood education, school education, higher education, learning and development, training and coaching organization. We assess, evaluate, inspect, and certify the process, systems, and persons to ensure that their acceptability and credibility in the education and other sectors remain consistently high. We may always make an effort to recognize the potential of educators and education system, and today is the best day to do so. With these thoughts, may I now request Dr. Sood, the co-founder and head certification at COE, to take over and start the proceedings. Thank you, and we wish each teacher good luck.
Thank you so
Over
much,
to you,
Aftab.
Dr. Sood.
Thank you so much, Aftab. That was very nice and a very brief introduction. A very good evening to all of you. And I take the cue from Aftab. Good morning and good afternoon in the different time zones that we are. So before I begin, I would request you all to please give yourselves a standing ovation, pat on the back, and an applause. I sincerely feel that if the doctors have been able to deliver successfully, the nurses have been able to take care, the pharmacists are working diligently to make the vaccine. It is all because of you, the teachers across the world. You have toiled hard over the years to ensure that each one excels in his or her field. And above all, you've shown the path once again to all that despite all odds, despite all hindrances, despite any lockdown, you are open, approachable, reachable to every home, at every doorstep, to every child. Kudos to each one of you. The nation salutes you. A very, very happy Teachers' Day. In view of all your exemplary efforts, before I continue, may I ask everyone to please mute yourselves? Despite any lockdown, persistent passion, conscious dedication, and regularity, we at COE
Dr. Sood, you need to unmute yourself. We request all the others to please put yourselves on mute. Thank you.
Right. Am I audible now?
Yes.
That's the most common phrase everybody has been hearing in the last 6 months. In view of all your exemplary efforts, persistent passion, conscious dedication, and regularity, we at COE decided to thank each one of you and celebrate your good work with the world. COE is an assessment company, as Mr. Aftab just shared with you, and accredited by the Quality Council of India with its presence across the globe. We are very passionate about education, its quality, and our role as educators. I guess each one of you would have realized it from today's event. It is just from the heart for you, the educators, our nation builders, and above all, the godparents of all our future generations. Our process for the event has been very simple, transparent, and democratic. The school principals were asked to nominate one teacher from each level, primary, pre-primary, primary, middle, and secondary, and of course, our special educators. I would also like to make a small mention here that the event has been organized with only one sole purpose, and that is to celebrate ourselves as teachers on Teachers' Day without any financial dealing. Yes, I repeat, there has been no cost involved in the entire process. We started approximately a month ago, writing to principals and managements to nominate our warrior educators, followed by the screening done by our panelists. And to share a few figures with you, we had about 82 schools who responded across the country and from countries like UK, UAE, Bahrain, Singapore, and Australia, all nominated by their respective principals, and of which a total of 217 have been selected by our panel. And the criteria for our evaluation was spelled out by COE, of course, which included proficiency with technology, content modification to meet the needs of all, presentation and communication, skills, of course, which are very important as teachers, constant engagement of students, that is interaction during the online classes, and assessing the planned outcomes effectively. And then the nominations were approved by our august panel of judges, as I just mentioned to you, who are, and they are present with us amongst us today, Dr. Indra from Hyderabad, an international assessor, trainer, and former director of Council for British Teachers, India office. Mrs. Jyoti Oja, who has been an educator for 4 decades with experience and a protagonist for every child has it in him or her to excel. Miss Aprajita Paul, who has achieved more than one can imagine at a young age, a trainer, evaluator, assessor of schools ranging from K to 12 in different curricula, IB, IGCSE, CBSE, name it. And presently, a principal of a reputed school in Delhi. Mrs. Helen Luke, a master trainer from Cambridge with more than 2 decades of international experience in training and assessing schools. And last but not the least, Mrs. Indu Paruthi, a trainer, assessor, and ex-principal with more than 30 years of experience. And now, without me wasting much time, I know you're all waiting for the moment. May I request her to please share with us the names of the warrior educators from our South and West zones of India. Indu ma'am, over to you, please.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you so much, Dr. Sood, for introducing me. So we will start with the ceremony. I know everybody is desperately waiting to see their names and their certificates. So just give me a moment and I'll share the screen and we'll start the event. Okay, so now we go ahead with the ceremony that all of us are waiting for. And to start with, from the International Corona Warrior Educators, we start with the South Zone. And the first school that we start with is Gitanjali, Devakul, Hyderabad. Now, from this school, we have selected a few teachers. Shweta Verma. Shweta is a very committed teacher, dedicated teacher, and has got a good in-depth knowledge of technology. Just give me a minute.
And we have a huge round of applause for all the teachers, please. The clapping shouldn't be stopped. They are the real Corona warriors.
Okay. Sirisha, again, all subject primary teacher, a very enthusiastic teacher, has got a great knowledge of technology and has been able to engage her children online. A great round of applause for her. Congratulations, Miss Uma, a very proficient teacher, very, very efficient in handling all the tools and techniques of online learning and has been in touch with the students very effectively. Aftab, I will request you to please see in case we have got a lot of people waiting because that's blocking my screen. Guys, you will have to give me a little time to, yeah. Sadhami, again, a science teacher, most of a chemistry teacher, and very proficient in handling the technology and has got a very good communication skills. A huge round of applause for her. Moving over to Global Ed School, Hyderabad. Let's see what all teachers are from here. R. Radha, a coordinator teacher, very innovative in her ideas and use of technology. A good round of applause for her. Congratulations to Anupama, very enthusiastic, and let me tell you, she enjoys the technology and teaching through the technology very well. Congratulations to Suhasini, a very patient teacher, good knowledge of technology, and is able to teach children very well. Aftab sir, in case you can handle the waiting people, please do so. Jai Lakshmi, multi-talented teacher, 100% participation in online teaching, and has a good rapport with the students. Coming over to the next school, congratulations to Mount Hira Public School teachers, Tamil Nadu. Jabeen, a maths and a science teacher, has got a very, very positive attitude towards learning. So a good teacher is the one who is a good learner. Fatima, I can hear some voices. If somebody is unmuted, please mute yourself. Thank you so much. Fatima is good in technology, good learner herself. Nitya, innovative teacher. Now that's what is required these days. Congratulations, Nitya, for the effort that you are doing in teaching the children online. Ananta Lakshmi, a very strong and positive teacher. The attitude is very important. Coming over to the next school, Greenwich Academy from Hyderabad again. And we have Miss Palila. Congratulations to you, Miss Palila. Very helpful. That's another quality of a teacher and uses technology very, very well. Hazira, congrats to you too. She's a dedicated teacher and the approach is very, very positive and good in technology. Shehnaz, a maths teacher, a hardworking teacher, knows how to handle the online stuff and how to manage the students online. The next school is Neo Rosary Nursery KG School from Hyderabad. Asma Firdaus, a very good teacher, creative in ideas. Again, a quality of a teacher. Congratulations, Ms. Firdaus. Romana, a very passionate teacher, teaches very well and is well qualified for the remote teaching. I am pausing for a minute, please. Yeah. Afshan is a very passionate teacher again and has got the quality of technology, and with technology she has been able to eradicate the phobia of mathematics. Congratulations to you. A great round of applause for Sami, a very sincere hardworking teacher and has been able to handle techniques and technology during the pandemic. Moving over to the next school, this is Sri Gujarati English Medium School, Mangalore. Now let's see who all are from here. Saira Lobo. Just a second, please. You will have to give me some time. Sorry. Okay. Aftab, sir. You will. Sorry, guys, for this interruption. Saira Lobo, a very creative teacher and very transparent and very, very active and actively involved in e-learning. Soumya, again, good in her virtual training and teaching. Congratulations to Padma for the virtual classes that she has handled and planned well. Planning another important aspect of teaching. Soumya, a very creative teacher and has taken an initiative on online learning. Moving over to the next school, that is Indian Public School of Excellence from Hyderabad. Jayashri, a big round of applause for Jayashri, a very enthusiastic teacher and very motivated and handles technology very well. Madhuri, a very dedicated teacher. Congratulations to you, Madhuri, for handling the interactive classes very well. Sandhya Singh, Sandhya, very hardworking and also able to handle the technology while e-learning going on. Reena, a very, very committed teacher and a dedicated teacher and knows how to handle all the portals. Moving over to the next school, that is KB School, Hyderabad. Ribala, very, very punctual, and punctuality again is very important, has got great communication skills while he is handling the e-learning. Meenakshi, a good round of applause for her, an innovative teacher and has involved herself in innovating the lessons while using the technology in it. Just a second, please. Okay. Deep Chand, clarification of doubts, great quality, and has been able to handle the innovative ideas of teaching. Mr. Suresh, big round of applause for Mr. Suresh. I think we all can at least have the gesture of clapping, if not listening to the sounds. Very cooperative teacher, and he has been able to do the work of e-learning very well. Moving over to the next school, Iqbalia International School, Hyderabad. Neha Khatun, a very enthusiastic teacher for learning and teaching, both the things in e-learning. Moving over to the next one, congratulations, Noshina, a passionate teacher and knows how to communicate with the students and the parents very well online, especially. Samreen, again, a very professional person, a very dedicated individual, and knows how to take up the virtual classes and plans her lessons very well. Tessin, an active teacher, knows how to handle the children and to coordinate between the parents and the students while the virtual classes were going on. Moving over to the next school, and a great round of applause for the Integral Foundation School, Hyderabad. I think we all can applaud for ourselves. Sabia, thank you, Prema ma'am. Sadia Tabassum, she has been attending and very well equipped with the virtual classroom teaching. Faizunia, she knows how to use the technology in the interactive and effective classes. Now moving over to the West Zone from the South. Let's see who all are there in this. The first school is Mount Litra Z School from Ahmedabad. And the teachers are Manisha, very active during COVID-19 and has really understood the need of the students at this hour. Shweta, a big round of applause. Congratulations, Shweta, to you for delivering lovely, effective lessons during the COVID times. Madhu, a very creative teacher, exemplary in digital learning and digital teaching. To the next school, Sanjay Godavat International, Kolhapur. Now, this is congrats, Ms. Archana, for your successful completion and the experiments and debates that you have been doing using the tools, Kahoot especially, I think. Basavaraj, congratulations to you for the virtual classrooms that you have done, especially in physical education, a little difficult thing to do during the COVID times. Mr. Khaja Hussaini, enthusiastically exemplary involvement in the teaching online and interacting with the students. Congratulations, Mr. Dushyant, for you as a motivator and being an economics teacher, a little difficult, but wonderful job done. Next school is Chinmaya Vidyalaya, Palghat. Let's see what all teachers are here. Congrats, Ms. Sheetal, a very, very effective teaching learning process that she has. The next school here is the Orcid School, Pune. And the teachers from this school are Snehal, an enthusiastic teacher, effective teaching learning process, and very innovative. Amarpreet Kotnal, a very thorough teacher with the sense of teaching and also online teaching. Purva, congratulations to you, innovative thinking and giving a very effective lesson during the lockdown. Bhagyashri, a very meticulous teacher, and lots of things have been written for her, the peer quizzes and other stuff. Congratulations to you. Next school is Rumi English High School from Gujarat, Himmatnagar. Siddiqui, a confident teacher and has been able to teach them online with all the tools and techniques. Sorry, just a second. Okay. Pratijwal, great learning objectives that she has been able to do for herself and the class. Ankuji Humar, give me a second, please. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. Ankuji, very, very positive attitude and has got a great rapport with the students and the parents. Mr. Parmar, congratulations to you for your positive approach and the way you have been handling the classes during COVID. And I think we end up with this. Congratulations to all who are present and a great round of applause for all of them. I'll be handing over now to Dr. Sood for taking the program forward.
Thank you so much.
Dr. Sood.
Thank you so much, Indu. That was very nice. And once again, heartiest congratulations to all the recipients. We need to applaud them. We need to congratulate them. Keep on with the good work. Now that most of us are here, may I introduce you to the person behind COI, whose baby it is, who has been actually the founder. We call her the founder and the CEO now, but she's the brain, heart, everything has been done by her. A person who gave up her very lucrative corporate job and came on to just serve the education field. Mrs. Aarti Khosla, our MD, founder and the CEO of COI. Aarti ma'am, if you are there, will you please address everyone present?
Sure, Dr. Sood, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are. I was waiting for everybody to join in and then invite you.
Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
it's going so well. I'm so happy. So many teachers from across the world.
Can we have this screen share stop so we can see you better?
Yeah, and I would just request everyone to please stay muted during the entire event. All right, so good evening, one and all, those who've joined us on Zoom as well as on YouTube. And I welcome you all and thank you. Thank you very much for sparing time to celebrate the day, which holds a great importance in the life of, I think, every educator who belongs to this country at least. Teachers' Day celebrates the unique role that the adults play in the lives of young minds, and we help shape the future of the country. Teacher, as we all know, is the main driver to get the country going. Instead of trying to be the best teacher, I think all the great teachers simply try to bring out the best in their students. And everybody has proved it right in the recent times. So this event today is not only about being the best teacher throughout your life, but specifically about putting in your best during the unprecedented times of COVID-19. We all know how difficult and how challenging this period has been, especially for the education sector. Of course, every sector has had a hit, but then for the education sector, locking down your schools and keeping your classroom closed and not seeing each other for days and months together is definitely very, very challenging. But we all have faced it with great zeal. Wish you all a very happy Teachers' Day today. This is your day, and you have the power to fuel the minds of millions. I'm so happy that our recent introduction of the new education policy, it has laid a great emphasis on the competence building of the teaching fraternity, a continuous enhancement of the teaching skills to be able to cater to the needs of all the diverse learners, as well as the learners who belong to this new age. So this is what is needed, and that is what the policy is also focusing on. We have our distinguished guests today with us who are definitely going to throw more light on that. We have Mr. Anil Swaroop, who is the keynote speaker today, and he will be amongst us very soon. We already have Dr. Vijay Kumar from NCT with us. We look forward to hear you, sir. And we have Mr. Mansoor Ali Khan from Bangalore, who's been a distinguished person in the education sector. We look forward to hear you all today. I must congratulate each one of the teachers who's present here. During the last 5 months, you all have demonstrated your power to be able to push your limits for the sake of your learners, only for your learners. I think it's time to show to the world your real value. We as teachers, sometimes we forget our value. We don't know what we are capable of doing. And we all have fully proved during this time that we are ready to accept any kind of a change. We all will surely witness the new India, maybe in the next 10 years from now. Our young generations, they are going to be the forward thinkers, they are going to be the problem solvers, they are going to be skilled entrepreneurs and professionals, and of course, global citizens. This is what we are all aiming for. The idea to celebrate this Teachers' Day like this, it occurred only 30 days ago. And we just had a meeting and we decided we need to do something. We need to recognize our teachers who are putting in their best. Every day we get to hear all those stories that are happening with the schools and the online teaching. So much of effort is going into it. So just 30 days back, we took the final call and we opened the participation for the schools in India and a couple of other countries as well. The leaders who had vision, they came forward and they participated in this initiative with full zeal. I must thank each principal who is today present here, all the school principals who have nominated their teachers and who have put in so much of effort and dedicated their time to select the teachers who actually deserve this accolade and this felicitation today. The school heads, they were provided with the evaluation criteria. I think Dr. Sood has already spoken about the kind of parameters that were used to evaluate the teachers. And the school leaders, they implemented a very, very fair process across all the levels in their schools. And finally, their entries were screened by our panel of experts. And today, here we are. I must also thank our highly motivated and committed team at COA International, especially Dr. Sood has been leading this initiative for the teaching fraternity. I'm so thankful to you, Dr. Sood. Miss Indu Paruthi is there in front of you. You will be meeting Mrs. Jyoti Oja. You have already met Mr. Aftab. We have a highly committed team. So I'm really thankful that today we have been able to put up this great event in less than 30 days at this scale. This truly shows your passion and your commitment towards the education sector. My only request to everybody is please do consider today's event as a physical certification handing over ceremony. We all know that virtually this is not possible. Virtually calling each teacher and showing her on the screen is definitely not possible. So we brainstormed and we finally came up with this idea that we will be sharing a presentation, and on each screen we will have the teacher's picture and we will write about her, whatever the principals feel about their teachers. So here we are going to announce the names of the teachers from all the zones. South and West, I think Ms. Indu has already covered. We are yet to announce the names of the teachers from the North Zone, the West Zone, the East Zone, and the international teachers. And there is a special category for the special educators because they are special. So that's it. Thank you to all of you and have a great evening. Now, may I take this opportunity to invite our guest, Dr. Vijay Kumar. Dr. Vijay Kumar has a doctorate. He completed his doctorate in education, and he has more than 90 papers published in the national and the international journals. And he's a member of the Project Approval Board in MHRD Government of India. Currently, Dr. Vijay is the Regional Director, East Region, and the Deputy Secretary, Academic Regulation and Legal Division at NCT New Delhi. NCT is the most important organization when it comes to teacher education. Over to you, sir. Thank you. Thanks for sparing your time.
Yes. Very good evening to one and all present here. I think international participants are there. I also wish them a good morning and good afternoon. And at the outset, I congratulate and compliment the Center of Assessment for Excellence, organizing a felicitation ceremony for international Corona warriors educators, including teacher educators or maybe teachers. At the outset, I also wish all of you a great Teachers' Day. And it's indeed a great pleasure on behalf of NCTA. And I congratulate on behalf of NCTA to this organization involving in assessment and accreditation process of schools and other broad system of education. I would like to begin with the national education policies, the preamble. Education is a fundamental for achieving full human potential, developing an equitable and just society, and promoting national development. Providing universal access to quality education is a key to economic growth, social justice and equality, scientific development, national integration, and cultural preservation. And it was also a very clear mandate that education should be more experiential, holistic, integrated, discovery-oriented, learner-centered, discussion-based, flexible, and of course, enjoyable. So this mandate is very clearly defined in the preamble of the National Education Policy 2020. And the entire effort in order to strengthen the all sector of education, including school and teacher education. As we know that school education and teacher education has a symbiotic relationship. Whatever the training that has been imparted in teacher training institution, they are going to represent as the school teacher in various sectors, starting from pre-primary to higher secondary. I was just reminded of a Kothari Commission 1964 statement, and a very popular, even now this has a relevance in the Indian educational ecosystem. The destiny of the nation is being shaped in our classroom, which means classroom is a space, classroom is a environment or ecosystem where all brains have been burned or going to get a kind of a spark. See, the destiny is being essentially controlled by two people. One is a teacher who is a sole element, who is a source of inspiration, who is taking entire motivation to ignite these sparks among the students' community. That is how the role of a teacher has been very categorically mentioned and defined, that teacher is the only element which can ignite the sparks among the students' community. There, I congratulate a total of 270 teachers who have been awarded, who have been screened as a best teacher educator award, or maybe the Corona Warriors educators, who are essentially involved in the teaching learning process, almost all a period of 6 months, when a real classroom could not able to be conducted, and the technologies are only a way or a driving force or a catalyst through which they can reach the students' community. I really appreciate the kind of an efforts that this COAE has taken up in order to ensure that they need to be felicitated at the Teachers' Day, or Teachers' Day. That is a very important, decision that the entire organization and a committee that has been taken. This is a very relevant time that they need to be felicitated. You know that entire world is under mostly functioning within the four walls. Everybody is scared, and international emergency has been declared by UNESCO, and wherein a role of a teacher is definitely transferred from a physical classroom to a technology-based or technology-driven classroom practices. At the outset, I really congratulate and compliment all the teachers who have taken initiatives in order to reach the students' community using technology as a basic tools and basic tools, so that you can address whatever students need. Friends, you know that there are various great teachers who always motivate us, and we always remember. Today, the half of my day was spent only to remember my own teachers, whomsoever it is, who may be a primary school teacher, or who may be a teacher who taught me at the doctorate level. So they have their own responsibility that has been transferred from their shoulders to their own students' community. That is how I always connect and compare teacher and a student as a kind of a chaining relationship. Whatever the values, whatever the culture, whatever the tradition that I carries, I have a fair chance that I can transform among my student community. That is the responsibility that the teacher has. I'm sure this organization also is taking and leading, in the light of bringing those relationships between the teacher and the students and ensuring that teacher are the sole element in order to ignite the sparks among the students community. So NCT mandate is very, very clear in order to strengthen the teachers who are going to be recruited in the future. You know that we have only teacher eligibility test for primary and upper primary, and other 3 domains starting from pre-primary, secondary and higher secondary. We were almost all finalized, and it is with the Ministry of Education to ensure that quality teachers are going to be recruited in the country. NCT being a authority to appoint or fix standards for appointing the teachers, and we are taking all necessary measures to ensure that quality teachers are going to be recruited in the country. No country can function, no country can prosper unless a committed or a concerned or a caring teachers that are working in the country. We need a teacher with a ignition. We need a teacher with inspiration that are working solely on the responsibility that they are being called as a social engineers, nation builders, and the man making. They are in the process of man making. The social responsibility lies with the teachers who are working in the grassroots level till the higher education. NCT being a regulatory body of teacher education, we are taking all necessary measures to ensure that quality teacher educators are imparting quality education for the future teachers. One of the vision of National Education Policy of 2020 is ensuring that 4 years teacher 4 years integrated teacher education program will be the future of teacher education. We have ensured that the best practices of the world, especially in the teacher education, have been brought in, and we have given a clear framework that the best practices, it can be in the Finland, or it can be in the European countries, or it can be in American countries or Australian countries. Best practices have been very well thought of. We have also made a research group, and they've contributed. This is a best practice in the country like Finland or America or Europe or Australia or including India. See, the basic 2 pillars that we have considered, one is internationalization, taking the best practice of the best education countries, and Indianization. We have our own heritage, we have our own traditions, we have our own quality, parameters. See, the blending of internationalization of Indianization has to come in the form of a content and pedagogy. Even National Education Policy also categorically says that experiential learning or pedagogy enriched learning has to be blended. Content cum pedagogy has to be blended. So for that, NCT is proposing and popularizing and promoting that ITEP, integrated teacher education, is the only way that content cum pedagogy can be blended scientifically, logically, and rigorously, so that both can go hand in hand. See, the 4 years B.Ed integrated program has a lot of best practices. It can be an extended internship that a student teacher will be inducted essentially for 24 weeks in a phase-wise manner, so that they'll get the best of the system or the school system that has been imported in the school education, so that they'll be in a position to understand, and they'll be in a position to get the actual teaching learning process, so that they can be in a position to apply in the actual classroom once they become the teachers. And the contemporary issues that can be innovative ideas or experiential learning or strengthening pedagogical practices, all these have been taken into consideration. And I'm sure that there are 2 types of 4-year B.Ed integrated, which was enshrined in the 2014 regulation, and in 2019 regulation we have ensured that it is very well established a fact that it has the international best practices that have been brought in. So the idea is, see, the 21st century skills are also brought in this 4 years, with the reason that, see, the 21st century, especially during 21st century, becoming a school teacher is really a challenging. And preparing them for facing the challenges, we should get the best of the practices in the teacher education institution. We are making all our efforts to strengthen as a regulatory body in order to ensure that quality teacher education is imparted in the teacher education institution, so that that will be carried out by this student community, and they are going to become the future teachers. And this day is dedicated to great visionary of this country. They have laid the foundations of this education system, Sri Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, and their ideas, their efforts in order to strengthen the Indian education system in its own way. Culturally, we have our own strengths. Civilization-wise, we have our own parameters that has to be strengthened. Having our own Indianization. So this policy has really given us considering the international factors, the parameters, and bringing into an Indianization is the essence, or is the crux of this entire national education policy. And taking in a letter and spirit, NCT has really made all the efforts to have the plan of action, and we have already submitted to the ministry. And in future, NCT, National Council for Teacher Education, will be a professional standard setting body. And we are going to decide what kind of teachers who are going to be recruited in the school system, and what kind of teacher educators are supposed to be taught to the student teachers. Entire framework and entire vision document and the plan of action has already been prepared, ensuring that quality teachers are going to be functioning or working in this country. I'm sure this is how teacher education and the school education system as a symbiotic relationship, whatever the efforts that we are going to take up in order to ensure that quality teacher education has been, institutions is on board, so that they are going to impart the quality education. So with this, I really congratulate and compliment the organization who has taken this sort of an initiatives and ensure that teachers who have been awarded today as a lot of responsibility. Today onwards, you are not carrying the award itself. You are carrying the responsibility. That carrying the responsibility in order to transform the students community, in order to ensure that I have a social responsibility, in order to ensure that I have a professional responsibility, in order to ensure that I have a national and international responsibility. This responsibility that you are carrying today, and whether you are going to continue as teacher or not, but this kind of an award should always ignite you, should always encourage you, should always inspire you to become further more and more great teachers. We want great teachers, we want inspiring teachers, and you people have proved yourself that I'm also a teacher. See, we were all hailed from a very remotest villages. See, the way we were brought up in a system where our teachers have ignited our own whatever the talents that we had. Until and unless our teachers ignited our talents, definitely we wouldn't have reached this. I'm also basically a teacher working in the university in the Department of Education of the Pondicherry Central University. I have a caring and concern for my students community. See, this India has its own strengths as well as its own limitations. You people should take up as a warriors in order to reach the marginalized, in order to reach the marginalized, or maybe the downtrodden, or maybe the rural population. So then only you will be able to achieve, or the country is able to achieve whatever it is expected. Abdul Kalam says, dream, dream, dream. Dream is the one which is not the one which you are going to experience. It is not the one which never allow you to sleep. See, that dream that you need to take up today onwards, the kind of awards that you are carrying should ensure that you need to reach at the national and international level to ensure that I'm also in the best teacher awardee at the national level. Ministry is taking all efforts to ensure and identify the best talents of the teachers. And all your efforts has to be recorded in a very systematic manner, so that you'll be in a position to reach state level or the national level or the international level. Friends, this is a great occasion that I congratulate the entire COAE who has taken these initiatives in order to ensure that the warriors who have worked, especially at this pandemic or the lockdown period, in order to ensure to reach the students community and enlighten them using technology as only a technique or a tool, so that they can reach their own students community. At the outset, I wholeheartedly thank the entire organization for having given me this opportunity, and I expect that. So whatever the support or kind of an help that you required from the NCT is really open for all of you to ensure that we are also making all our efforts to ensure the accreditation and assessment mechanism is in the board, and we are taking all our efforts. In future, if we need, definitely we'll also take your input so that we can strengthen the entire mechanism of accreditation and assessment. With this, I wholeheartedly thank all of you for having given this opportunity. I congratulate once again the international Corona warriors, educators, including teachers and this teacher educators. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Ma'am, you're on mute. Sood,
You
ma'am.
need to unmute yourself, Kanan ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vijay. That is so encouraging and so nice of you. And your last sentence gives us so much of hope and motivation. And my key takeaway today from your sharing was inspiring, igniting, internationalizing, and Indianizing. And I will keep those 4 I's in mind forever. Very nice. Very, very well said, sir. And thank you so much. Your advice is going to go a long way in the life of every educator present and who has heard you here and alive. I think it was wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you for sparing your time. We are honored.
Thank you.
Life as a teacher begins the day we realize that we are always a learner. And this has been exhibited by all of you present today. You learned the art of delivering lessons online within no time. Congratulations to each one of you for accomplishing this feat. And without wasting much time, over to Jyoti Oja ma'am, who has also been a panelist with COI for the selection process, to announce the names of the teachers receiving the e-certificate for exemplary service as an educator from the East and Central zones of India. Over to you, Jyoti ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Indu ma'am, will you please share the PPT?
Indu ma'am, can we have the nice pictures?
It'll just take a minute.
Yeah.
We now begin with honoring the teachers from the East Zone. A very warm welcome to the teachers of Sainik School, Pongalwa, Nagaland. Khogendro Anhantam, congratulations for your effective performance on the virtual platform. Ashok Kumar Das, felicitations to you for rising to the need of the hour. Very well done. We now congratulate the teachers of Sarla Birla Public School, Ranchi. Nidhi Biswas, a loud applause for your great efforts in virtual teaching, Nidhi. Pushpita Sengupta, motivating and encouraging, even during these challenging times. Hearty congratulations. Neeta Sharma, congratulations on your endeavor to raise the qualitative bar while teaching online. Nilanshu Kumar, an expert in using innovative techniques on various digital platforms. We now move on to the Central Zone. Hearty congratulations to the teachers of Mount Litera Z School, Satna, Madhya Pradesh. Usha Kumari, commendable efforts to engage learners constantly and diligently. Shakti Gupta, Very effective use of creative skills to keep the students engaged during e-learning. Shubham Agarwal. Complete engagement of students with effective communication skills. Well done, Shubham. Dhirendra Tripathi. Congratulations to you, Dhirendra, on the effective use of technological skills. We go on to Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh. Urvashi Mehra. A loud applause for your great efforts in virtual teaching, wherein you used immense creativity. Deepali Alahat. You engaged the students creatively during the lockdown period through very effective virtual activities. Hearty congratulations. Abhishek Singh. We applaud you for your efforts in the field of technical advancement. Divya Prakash Jha. Individual attention given to students is your guideline. Congratulations for these efforts. Pragati Singh. Felicitations to you for rising to the need of the hour during this pandemic. Next we have Madhya Pradesh. May I request everybody to please mute themselves? Thank you. Jyoti Jain. Great use made of pedagogical skills to engage children purposefully at all times. Congratulations, Jyoti. Shagupta. Confidence and patience are your forte. We applaud you for these traits. Mayur Peswani. Congratulations for the show of exemplary skills during virtual classes. Deepa Kohli.
Jyoti, just 1 second. May I please request everybody to please put your mics on mute? Yeah, thank you so much.
Deepa Kohli, felicitations for being able to conduct online lessons with confidence, patience, and creativity. Lavoni Maiti, hearty congratulations on the effective use of the virtual platform to help students learn. A loud round of applause for all the warriors, please. I now invite Aarti ma'am to introduce Mr. Swaroop.
Hindu ma'am, stop sharing.
I just hope Mr. Swaroop has been able to join. After, will you be able to confirm that? Thank you, Ms. Jyoti. I think this was very nice. And the best part is, you know, the way East is taking the initiatives. The other day, we had organized a webinar with the Nexus of Good, and we had the Secretary Education, Miss Anita Karwat, and we also had some people from the, the Department of Education from Sikkim. And the kind of initiatives that the department had shared, they were a real eye-opener. At this stage, 1 second, please. We would request everybody to please keep your microphones on mute. We would not like to do that again and again. Being host, we would not like to keep on muting everyone. I think we all can manage that. I think there is this Dr. I'm not able to see this name. Please, you need to put yourself on mute. So they had shared how, the regional language and the local languages, they've been incorporated in the curriculum. And how the textbooks have been, they've amended their textbooks. Very recently, they've done that. So they were sharing how, in spite of, even before the NEP was introduced, they've already made all those changes in the curriculum. The needs and expectations of all the interested parties in their area, they are being properly reviewed, and based on that, the curriculum is being modified by the Sikkim government. So Northeast is, I think, doing a fantastic job. In fact, every state is doing a great job. Thank you so much. And the way Dr. Vijay shared his views on the policy as well as whatever NCT is now planning, I think it gives a lot of encouragement to the teaching fraternity. Yeah, may I now invite, I need to check if Mr. Sarup is already there. Can we please confirm if Mr. Sarup has been able to join us? Okay, I think
still going on.
Dr. Sood, I think we can continue with the next session and
Sure.
let's check. Yeah, we can continue with the next one.
Yeah, so we can move on to the North Zone. May I invite Jyoti ma'am and Indu ma'am to please share the names of the recipients of the warrior educators from the North Zone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
We move on to the North Zone now.
Yeah.
Indu ma'am, can we please have the pictures up, please? Thank you.
I'm sure the North Zone teachers are waiting to see themselves on the screen.
That's very true.
I know.
And just one thing before Jyoti ma'am starts. So in case, since the North Zone is quite a bigger zone and we have got a lot of teachers from the North Zone, so I would just request, in case Mr. Sarup is able to join us in between, we can take a small pause and then we will continue with the North Zone.
Yeah, yeah. Indu ma'am, we will, Aarti ma'am, we will stop in between as soon as he arrives.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So we move on now to the North Zone. Hearty congratulations to the teachers of Parivartan School, Ghaziabad. The Parivartan School, Ghaziabad. Can I request you all to please mute yourselves?
Narsingappa sir, you need to mute yourself.
Please mute all.
Parivartan School, Ghaziabad. Suchita Goswami, a happy and friendly individual facing the challenges of the new normal so well. Congratulations. Naini Bhasin, helpful and motivating. Exemplary online teaching. Congratulations, Naini. Nivya Chaudhary believes in being flexible and adaptable, the most necessary 21st century skills. Hearty congratulations to you. Gunjan Singh, quality work is her strength. She reached out so effectively to parents on the virtual platform. A warm welcome to the teachers of Government Girls Model Senior Secondary School, Chandigarh. Anuj Chaudhary, a motivation for students even on the virtual platform. He was actually able to get across to them so effectively. Congratulations, Anuj. Nisha Rani, forged ahead in the preparation of online educational content. Ramesh Chandra Sharma imbibes the relevant social values in his students, even in the pandemic days. Congratulations to you, Ramesh. Sangeeta Rani helps raise students' sensitivity level to social issues. Very well done indeed. Let's welcome the teachers of BCM School, Ludhiana. Ruchika, collaboration and a sense of the detail has made her effective as an online educator. Anjana Rani, congratulations to you, Anjana, for your diligence in conducting online classes. Rohini Munjal, a custodian of values even on the online platforms. A loud applause goes to you. Vinod Kumar, an expert in using innovative techniques on various digital platforms. Next, we have the teachers of Maxford School, Rohini, New Delhi. Savita, a master in providing experiential learning on online platforms. Manju Bhatia, congratulations, Manju, for your effective performance on the virtual platforms. Shashi Mishra, Felicitations to you for raising yourself to the need of the hour. Jaspreet Kaur. A loud applause for your great efforts in virtual teaching, Jaspreet. Tagore International School, Vasant Vihar, New Delhi comes next. Lini Bose. Congratulations, Lini, for your competency in the new normal of virtual education. Geeta Gusai. We felicitate you on your seamless transition from regular traditional school to the virtual classroom. Yachna Vilaitrani. Compliments to you, Yachna, for the effective use of the latest technological applications. Gauri Sen. We applaud you, Gauri, for your efforts in the field of technical advancement. Coming on next is Salwan Public School, Rajendra Nagar, New Delhi. Congratulations, Parul, for effective interaction with your students in the virtual scene. Fantastic adaptation of your subject content for the virtual classes, Jasmeet. Hearty congratulations. Congratulations, Narendra, for making your classes engaging in the new normal world. Felicitations to you, Vani, for experimenting with new tools and apps to make your classes interesting. We now have the teachers of Bhaijoga Singh Public School, New Delhi. Pragati, congratulations to you for handling challenges of the pandemic so gracefully. Ayushi, you have virtually reached out to every student and every parent individually. Congratulations. Rajit, felicitations to you for your efforts in coping up with the new technological tools. Adarsh, a fantastic shift from traditional to technological teaching. Congratulations to you. Chitkara International School, Chandigarh is next. Navdeep Kaur. What a swift adaptation to online teaching during the lockdown. Congratulations. Avneet Singh. Wonderful organization of recreational e-sessions. Hearty congratulations to you. Anita Munjal. Felicitations to you for employing the e-learning tools so effectively. Talochan Kaur. Great efforts made in overcoming the challenges of the online learning environment. Hearty congratulations. Now we have the teachers of the Venkateshwar School, Gurugram. Congratulations, Pooja. Commendable use of creative skills to keep the students engaged during e-learning. Excellent content delivery on the online platforms, Shanta. Congratulations. Congratulations, Dolly, on your excellent communication skills and strong work ethics, which have been so obvious even on the online sessions. Felicitations to you, Swati, on your proficient use of technology. Coming up next is the Vidyasthali Kannada Inter College, Lucknow.
Jyoti, I'm sorry to interrupt, but after Vidyasthali, we'll take a pause.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. No, this one you can complete, please.
All right. Priya Gupta, congratulations on your proactive approach during the pandemic. Rajesh Gupta, your excellent work ethics are commendable. Congratulations. Divya Shukla, very impactful teaching and learning process used on the virtual platform. Vikas Dubey, a loud applause for you for your great efforts in virtual teaching. We can pause here.
Yes, thank you so much. And we will come back to the JP International School in a while. We have Mr. Anil Swarup with us, our distinguished guest for today evening. And we are all looking forward to listen to Swarup sir. I think Swarup sir doesn't need any introduction, but for the ones who may probably not know him, Sarup sir is the former Secretary of School Education and former Secretary of Coal Ministry, the Government of India. And currently, the kind of initiative which Sarup sir is leading, I think this is commendable, and it is a huge source of inspiration to the whole nation. Sir is totally determined to spread a lot of goodness around all of us in the society. The organization called Nexus of Good, Sir is the founder chairman of the organization, and we are all working with Sir under his guidance, under his leadership, and we are learning a lot from him, and we are all trying to recognize all the good things that are happening. And let me also admit that even today's event is an inspiration from Sir. We saw that the teachers are putting in so much of effort, and they need to be recognized, and the goodness needs to be spread to the others as well. And we picked it up from there. So, sir, thank you so much for joining us. Sarup sir, I would request you to please share your keynote address with all the participants here on the Zoom as well as on our YouTube platform. Thank you, sir.
A very good evening to all of you, and thank you very much, Aarti, for all those kind words. Compliments to your organization for having taken this initiative. It's very close to my heart. You know, we live in a world where negativity seems to be the dominant factor around us. And perhaps the nation wants to know only negative things. The world has either collapsed or is about to collapse. I'm so glad there is another narrative that is emerging now, in which we appreciate good work. In UP, I have often said, हम मुक्त कंठ से बुराई करते हैं, मुक्त कंठ से तारीफ क्यों नहीं करते? My compliments to you कि आप मुक्त कंठ से तारीफ कर रही हैं. The objective is very clear. It is not merely awarding those that have done well. It is demonstrating to the world around you that good can happen because it is happening. The question is whether we are looking at that good, we are trying to understand that good, do we attempt to appreciate that good, and by appreciating that good, we convey a message to others that please look at them and do what you want. This emanates from a very fundamental principle of human existence. I have always believed in my life and in my career that you can't do much to others, but you can do a lot to yourself. I mean, we somehow, when I got into the IS, the initial belief was that you can change the world. And gradually one discovered that we can't do a nut to the world. The world will be what it is, but you can definitely do a lot to yourself. And how do you do a lot to yourself? That's the fundamental principle. It's easy to say that you should do this, you should do that. I think you get your inspiration from people who have managed to do something in life. You get inspiration from teachers who are doing as well as they are, the ones that you're rewarding. They become examples for others. I have always believed it's no point in talking in terms of ethics, the theory of ethics, without being able to demonstrate that good work works, ethics works. And these persons that you're rewarding today are actually epitome of that good work. They are demonstrating to others that good work is possible in the given set of circumstances. The option that we have is to keep cursing the others, as we say in UP, umr bari yahi bhool karta raha ghalib, dhool chehre pe thi aina malta raha. So here are individuals you are celebrating who have not tried to clean the mirror. They are trying to clean their own face, irrespective of the nature of the mirror. As I have often said, we have absolutely no control over the nature of the mirror and the dust thereon. It happens, it will happen, it will continue to happen. But you have enormous control over yourselves. I'm sure all these persons that you're rewarding today would have led a particular style of life for them to come to a level where they are getting rewarded. And this obviously would not be the only reward they will be getting. Given the fact that they are able to do well in these set of circumstances, I'm sure there will be many other rewards in their offering. But my understanding is these individuals will not be working for this reward or any other reward. I think what they are working is for themselves. The sense of satisfaction that they derive out of making a child what he ought to be, out of enabling and helping the child to realize his or her potential. That's what a teacher does. Teacher, it's no more a tabula rasa. It's not a clean slate that the child has. The new philosophy is that the child already has a lot in him. The teacher only shows him the direction where he can understand himself, go within and understand himself. I think the whole objective of teaching has undergone a change, and I'm sure These teachers are clearly demonstrating that for the simple reason, as I said earlier, there is no way that you can influence others. You know, the fundamental principle is if the teacher can inculcate this sense in the children, that instead of looking at others, you look within yourself. You know, the tragedy of today's existence is that we've got into a competitive world. I remember when I was a child, the years that I didn't get come first in the class, I used to feel terrible. And when I reflect upon it, it has absolutely no meaning. I mean, wherever I go to, in the introduction that is read about me, no one says that he came second in class 5, first in class 6. But, you know, the parents are going crazy. The children are going crazy. We need to do something about it. What is this competition leading us to? In my personal understanding, if there has to be a competition, it has to be a competition with yourself. Because if you start competing with others, you'll stop learning from them. You'll be jealous of them. And the others will be jealous of you. They will not help you to evolve or improve as an individual because you're competing with them. Imagine a scenario where we are competing with us, with ourselves, rather than competing with others. I think the world will be a better place to live. So all those that have won today, may I request them to think over this aspect of it. Don't push the children into competitive world. The world may be competitive, but by merely competing and by hook or by crook somewhere. And I don't blame parents or the children. That's how we evolved. There's so much competition. Look at what is happening in the class 10 and 12 exam. You know, when I took over as school education secretary, I was shocked to see, and I couldn't have imagined, a child getting 100 out of 100 in English literature. Shakespeare must be turning in his grave. What was this going on? This was, as I call in my book, Ethical Dilemmas of a Civil Servant, I call it a farcical delusion. And we all revel in it. Why? Because the child is happy. He is getting 98, 99 when he or she deserves about 88, 89. Because this spiking that happens across the board in CBSE and other boards. Similarly, the parents are happy because they can roadshow to everyone. Their child has got 95, 96%. In fact, I have seen children very upset having 95% because they didn't get 99%. I remember in my class 12 or class 10, I got 80% marks and I was thrilled and kicked and amongst the top few in the state. But today, 80% would be treated as a failure. What's this going on? So what I tried to do as school education secretary, I called all these state boards over. And, you know, by that time, I had done a lot of research. And when I explained this to them, they all understood what I was saying. It's not that people don't understand. That's why I call it a farcical delusion. It's a conscious delusion that you are in. And I convinced them into believing that this should not continue. They all agreed. We issued instructions. Lo and behold, the High Court gave a stay order because some excited person went to the court and asked for a stay order, and stay order is not very difficult to get. So they got it, knowing fully well that Mr. Anil Swarup will retire in 3 years. And this year, when I see 2 years after retirement, I see CBSE results, again, children getting 100 out of 100 in English literature. What is this going on? I'm so glad that the national education policy sets this right. And I'm not going to the details of it. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling this because at some point in time, the child will discover his ignorance. The child will discover the ground reality and he'll be very dejected. And it happens. I've seen children trying to get admission in Delhi University, getting it because of the spiking of the marks and then failing here. What happens to that child? So it may be a bit of a digression, but today is Teachers' Day and I'm talking to teachers. So whenever I talk to them, I request them because I am what I am today because of my teachers. They never get me any delusion whatsoever. In fact, they were pretty tight with me in the sense they told me where I was going wrong. And they never gave me marks which I didn't deserve. And if you want child to reach the heights that he should or she should, and don't become an emotional wreck subsequently, don't delude him with all this. So I thought I should mention this, but coming back to this wonderful event that you've organized in terms of recognizing brilliance, good work, I am so happy because that is the essence of Nexus of Good. I'm glad Aarti mentioned about it. That's what I'm trying to promote because of the negativity in the environment. Because, you know, and I don't blame anybody else because we are naturally fond of masala. That's what media gives us, no? If masala is not given to us, I won't read it. How many of you read the good part of the newspaper? No. And hence the newspaper doesn't give you the good part. You know, tragically, today, the louder you speak, the more, you know, eyeballs you get. That's a tragedy of our existence. This needs to change. But where does the change come from? I have always said, follow the Mahatma, be the change you wish to be. Should I use logic, argument, and reason to explain my point of view, or should I be shouting? Now, this is happening because that's what we've asked for. So when you talk to your children, try and infuse this in them. If you can do that, let them not be deluded by what they see around, and they start aspiring for that delusion. That should not happen. I'm sure the teachers who have been rewarded would be well aware of this. My compliments to them, congratulations to them. Your journey, and I was seeing your photographs as you were giving them. They're all young people. So a very bright future. I'm not like an oldie like me. I've lived my innings. But you guys are going to make the future of the children of this country. So compliments to all of you, and compliments to Aarti and the organizers for doing what they've done. Keep recognizing good work till cows come home. Don't stop, because that's the only way we can encourage people to follow the path that all of us want them to follow. But unfortunately, we are getting lost somewhere. So thank you very much for inviting me here. And, these days I'm doing talking, and talking is the easiest thing to do. So I love talking. Whoever invites me, I go there and talk. It's the walking part that's difficult. Teach the children to walk as well, along with talking. Thank you very much. God bless all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And you walk the talk. That is what actually inspires. You just don't talk. Yes, you talk, but you actually walk it as well. Thank you so much.
Aarti, if there are a couple of questions, I can take them before I take leave of you. If somebody wants to comment or ask a question on what I had to say, I'm sure some of you would have that.
Sure, wonderful. Wonderful. We can leave it open to everybody who's there on the Zoom platform. In case somebody has a question, you can quickly type it in the chat box and I can take it up for sir.
Anything under the sun.
I think, sir, the way you are spreading the positivity around us, and you very rightly said, we need to clean our own mirrors.
So Aarti, since there's no question, can you make a couple of requests?
Sir, one question I have.
Yes, madam, please.
So you were talking about, the assessment system that NEP has changed, where, the teacher, most of the part of the assessment goes from the teacher's part than the boards. Like earlier, we were having 20% internal and 80% for the boards. Now, I think more than 20%, most probably 80% will be internal and 20% alone will be the board. So how far will this be justified, or are we going back to the system where Guru Dakshina or Guru becomes, the children had to again be at the back of the Gurus, and getting marks is only through Guru, servicing Gurus?
See, if I understand the education policy clearly, the focus is more on assessment and less on exam. I hope you understand the difference. Because what was happening was, through these examinations, we are putting enormous amount of pressure on children. And consequently, they were focused on what they answer in those 3 hours that they have. Assessment is not the 3-hour business of learning and vomiting out what you've learned. Assessment is different. Assessment is of competencies of a child rather than the rote learning part of it. So my hope is that it will take away the child from merely, rote learning to developing capabilities where it is much rounded rather than in a particular subject or in a particular, for example, in mathematics or history, understanding concepts more than the facts that are available. So that's my hope. Now, as far as the focus on more marks to the teacher, the onus once again shifts to the teacher rather than to the board, which I think if you have good teachers there, would not obviously misuse it. I would refuse to believe that they're going to misuse it. Which teacher, I've yet to come across, at least I didn't have that experience of any teacher misusing an authority on him. In fact, teachers are, even now, I can speak freely because you're not physically present in front of me. But when I do physically, I'm in presence of principals and teachers, I get a bit overawed by the presence of those people. Even I still have at the back of my mind, my own teachers and principals, where we shudder at the thought of walking across the room of the principal. We never did. So, that respect has to come back, and respect will come back both ways. One, of course, institutionally, the government will try and do it, but more because the teachers will command respect rather than demand respect.
So we have
thank you so much.
We have one question if you would like to take this up.
Yes, please. I'm fine with questions.
Aisha from Bangalore. Aisha wants to know that training the teachers is important. So how about ensuring that we have competent trainers who are competent enough to train our teachers?
You know, I hope you're aware that there's not merely training of teachers. There is a whole system of training the trainers as well. But more than that, you know, what is happening now, I don't know how many of you have accessed this portal called Diksha. This was set up when I was school education secretary. It's a very, very profound, very, very useful portal for teachers, for them to upgrade their skills on their own. Now, given the nature of technology that is evolving, I don't think you'll require a physical teacher to be, or physical trainer to be training you. If you are eager to learn, which I think most of the teachers are, you should be able to access that data and do it. Now, the good thing about Diksha portal is that in view of the jungle of information, you know, there's no dearth of information. The Diksha portal is providing you a tool, a navigation tool to go to the right place. For example, you know, how I understood this was, when I was a child, I struggled to understand Archimedes' principle, and I did, but after a long time. But as school education secretary, someone came and showed me a video of 2 minutes. And bingo, I understood Archimedes' principle straight away. That's technology for you. I have always been of the view that technology will not, should not, and perhaps will not replace the teacher, but it will become a great facilitator. So instead of looking for trainers to train the teacher, I think technology will enable such tools which teachers who want to get trained can be trained themselves. But that's very important too.
Right, sir. I think thank you so much. We are getting a lot of questions on YouTube as well, but I would request everybody, those who still have questions, and most of them are related to NEP. So sir is here for a different purpose. But anyway, I think even for NEP, whatever questions you have, you can mail it to us and we will compile and we will seek some guidance from sir before we give you answers on all those.
What you can do is, you know, I throw this to everyone. You can convey my email ID to all the participants.
Perfect, sir. Perfect.
And even as Secretary School Education, I used to take pride in the fact that I responded in 24 hours. Now I will certainly respond within 24 hours. My email ID is swaroop8@yahoo.com, SWARUP, number 8@yahoo.com. You're most welcome to send. And before I depart, I want to make a request to you. Aarti would perhaps tell you more about it. We started this movement, Nexus of Good. If it is okay with you, please join the movement and spread goodness around, because there couldn't be a better set of people than you to spread goodness around. Thank you very much for inviting me here. I would have loved to carry on here, but I have some other engagements to attend. So I'll take leave of you. Thank you very much for inviting me here. Hope to touch base with you sometimes later if Aarti does another program. Thank you very much. God bless all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Schedule, you've been able to join us. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Ms. Jyoti, I think we can
Thank you so much, sir.
continue with the North Zone announcements.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Indu ma'am, can we have the pictures, please? Thank you so much. We'll soon continue with the teachers from the North Zone. To start with, we have, we have JP International School, Greater Noida. We applaud Smriti on her use of technology to suit the needs of young children. Congratulations, Bhageshwari, for your exceptional use of technology and preparing your lessons so well. Well-planned lessons, Meenu, with the use of appropriate technological tools. Hearty congratulations. Felicitation to you, Mehul, for your effective use of resources which you created and which you used, those that were present. A warm welcome to the teachers of Swarn Prastha Public School, Sonipat. Congratulations on your enthusiasm in the preparation of e-content and worksheets, Ranjana. Great work done. We applaud your efforts made to adjust to the new normal, Sumit. It's not an easy task. Amarnath, we applaud you too in your efforts which you have made to adjust to the new normal. Congratulations on your effective use of technology, along with the help that you extended to your colleagues, Pranav. Coming on next is Mount Carmel School, Dwarka, New Delhi. Navjot Kaur, congratulations for your efforts in making the teaching learning process fun during this pandemic. Dipali Rai, congratulations on your exceptional use of technology, especially the various apps. Dipali Rai, I've already covered. We go on. Bhavna Seth, congratulations to you, Bhavna, for your exceptional use of tools during this trying time. Archana Thakur, your enthusiasm in exploring new methods of making online teaching interesting are commendable. Hearty congratulations to you. We now have Tagore International School east of Kailash. Swati Mehra, felicitations to you for rising to the need of the hour. Suman Tripathi, congratulations for making the teaching learning process fun during this pandemic. Snehata Chaudhary, congratulations to you on your exceptional use of technology and the use of your creativity to help students learn. Shweta Gera, you are armed with technology, Shweta, a true Corona warrior. Congratulations. We go on to the next category. Before Indu ma'am takes over, I would like to congratulate on behalf of Center of Assessment for Excellence, all the Corona warriors who have really proved themselves to be true educators. I now request Indu ma'am to call out the names of teachers selected from the second category of the North Zone.
Okay, congratulations to all the winners. First of all, the names, those have been announced. Now moving ahead, we have got Pinewood School, Saharanpur, and we have the teacher. Sorry for this unexpected interruption. Okay, Rupali Bhatia, the computer teacher, and very well equipped with technology, as it is being a computer teacher must have been fun. So congratulations to you, Rupali. And now moving on to the second part of the North Zone, we have got Pathways Word School, Aravali, Gurgaon or Gurugram now. Lisa Mohanty, well equipped with all the technology and the techniques for the virtual teaching. Congratulations. Great work done, Devika, by quizzing and by Kahoot. Congratulations to you too. Sujata Raina worked on Kahoot and Padlet and Spin, all the techniques which are important for teaching online. Congratulations. Ashwini Parmar, congratulations to you for teaching the online classes, especially for political science. The next school in the North Zone region is DAV Public School, Faridkot. And the teachers are Alka Sharma. Congratulations, a biology teacher, a dedicated teacher, and for the exemplary work that you have done during this pandemic. Mr. Kunal, devoted teacher, and the kind of work that you have done in your social service during the pandemic. Congratulations to Suman Puri for the tools and techniques used and well-motivated teacher. Now we are moving on to a category or a group of schools, Mount Litra Z schools. Now these are the schools who are very, very effective and very, very involved in the teaching, especially the online teaching. So the first school of Mount Litra is from Haridwar, and the teachers are Gargi Sharma. Best possible environment that she has given to the students during the pandemic. Nidhi Tandon, highly dedicated and sincere teacher and has taken the e-learning very effectively. Geeta Patil, good coordination with the parents and the students during the online teaching. Mr. Rakesh Kumar, very responsible in his work and motivated teacher. Next in Mount Litra is Kanpur. Shreya Gupta, innovative ideas that she has put in her e-learning teaching. Ms. Richa Bali, very effective and motivated teacher and had good vocabulary games. Mr. Mano Roy, scientific way of teaching online classes. Devalina Sarkar, effectively used the quizzing methods and the projects. Mount Litra for Jaunpur now. The teachers that we have from here, congratulations, Sadaf Masood, for demonstrating ability to conduct the lessons. Mr. Rahul Verma, a computer teacher, well presented and well made lesson plans for e-learning. Shakti Rai, very motivated teacher and had very innovative ideas for online teaching. Mr. Amit Yadav, well coordinated lessons. Now moving over to Varanasi, Rashmi Rai, very motivated and innovative teacher, used her tools and techniques very effectively. Miss Priyanka, very motivated and also used the school, the home as a garden to teach the children online. A good idea, I feel. Sadhana Dubey, very well taken up classes and the parallel subject teachers were coordinated very well. Atul Srivastava, physics teacher, very motivated and dedicated teacher and had good networking. Now Mount Litra for Palwal region. Tamanna engaged students very well during this time. Sakshi Chauhan, she's a new member to the school, but she has got a very good handling of the classes. Miss Neha Garg, she is a brilliant teacher and very professional towards her work. Farah, communication skills are good and that is what was required during this time. Now we have the Lucknow region. Ankita Singh, sorry, creative and got good communicative skills. Miss Neha Mishra, congratulations to you for engaging the students so very well in the virtual classes. Kavalpreet Kaur, again, very well delivered classes during the e-learning sessions. Bhavna Singh, good communication skills. Now we have Ludhiana region of the Mount Litra school. Shweta Katna, very creative teacher and has done a wonderful job during the pandemic. Sharandeep Kaur, very passionate and dedicated teacher, did wonderful work with the students. Babli Sharma, mathematics, did a wonderful job in the e-learning sections. Inderjeet Kaur, congratulations to you, very passionate and very professional and did good teaching. Now Mount Litra with Gorakhpur. Ankita Singh, very empathetic and used the tools and techniques very effectively. Sangeeta Srivastava, very, very confident teacher and was able to switch over very fast. Sham Sundar, very effective teacher and for problem solving techniques used. The next one that we have here is Pallavi Srivastava, very dependable, so was able to shift from one section to the next. Divya got a very good communication skill. Now we have Mathura region for the Mount Litra people. Dolly Uday was able to handle the little ones, the kindergartens with good videos and worksheets. Pallavi Agarwal was handling all the things in the virtual classroom very, very effectively. Shikha Agarwal, congratulations to you. You were able to handle the situation of the virtual tools very well. Rajshri, a Hindi teacher, used all the techniques available to her and a difficult task because Hindi is certainly a difficult language to do online. Bharat Lal, congratulations to you, Mr. Bharat, for doing online learning very, very effectively. Now this is the Samba region in J&K. Congratulations to Mount Litra Samba. Let us see what all teachers are here. Sushila Devi, a dedicated and determined teacher and did a wonderful job during the pandemic. Simran Gupta, very effectively and very creatively taught the e-learning chapters. Gaika Kapoor, very good communication skills and teamwork. Huma Irshad, she could handle all the classes in a very, very matured manner. We have Taran Taran, Punjab now. The teachers are Arjinder Kaur, very excellent teacher and was able to involve her students very well in virtual teaching. Manpreet Kaur was able to handle all the tools and techniques in a very, very effective manner. Paramjeet Kaur was very effective with the children and had a good communication skill with them. Rajwinder Kaur, a dedicated teacher and motivated and was able to handle the pandemic well in the e-learning. Amrit Pal Kaur, a hardworking teacher and was able to satisfy her students very well. So this is the last one that we have in the North Zone 2 that we had just now done. And I'd like to hand over the presentation now to Dr. Kanan so that she can take it forward from me. Thank you so much and congratulations to all of you. You have all done a wonderful job, I must say, and a lot of effort has been put up. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Indu ma'am and Jyoti ma'am. Well done, of course, in presenting the beautiful pictures and introducing to us the warrior educators from the North Zone. Once again, heartiest congratulations to all of you. Well done. Lead kindly light through example, please, always. You are the new hope, India. You are the hope for new India, as Aarti ma'am said in her welcome address. So please carry on and keep doing and spread the good work, as Mr. Swaroop mentioned. A special mention, of course, for the group of schools who have been proactive. Congratulations to the principals and management of all the Mount Litra principals who are present here. Thank you so much. We all know that teaching is a work of heart and art combined. They say one book, one child, and one pen can change the world. But how and why is what we need to imbibe. And we have amongst us today Mr. Mansoor Ali Khan, a very enlightened, experienced, and excellent educationist, to share with us the importance of effective teaching skills. A very warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you for your time to be with us. It is indeed very encouraging to have such accomplished personalities amongst us on this special day, which belongs to us. Mr. Mansoor is a management of the DPS Society, Bangalore and Karnataka, and is also the General Secretary of Management of Independent CBSE Schools of Karnataka. Over to you, sir, to speak on the importance of effective teaching skills.
Thank you, Sood. And first of all, wishing all the teachers a very, very happy Teachers' Day. And I should first of all congratulate Center of Assessment for Excellence for recognizing the Corona Warrior educators. So I really appreciate and congratulations to the entire team. And first of all, this is a very, very unique sort of a webinar I'm attending where teachers are being recognized, because I have always felt, and even at the different points of time and at different levels with the government and in the society, I always end up arguing that the teachers are not given enough credit which they deserve to as a nation. And in fact, when you all will be very well aware, when the coronavirus issue started late in February, so everyone had thought that it may be the schools are shut, everything is shut for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month on. It went on, and the way and the pandemic has spread on. And now what's happened, where we always used to say the Corona warriors are the nurses, the policemen, and the other public servants. But little did anybody ever realize till maybe 3-4 months back that along with them, the teachers are the real Corona warriors also. Because hand in hand with them, the teachers have overnight, in fact, some of them were good with technology, some were average, some really relearned the technology. And only a teacher can do that. Okay, because it is a total 360-degree shift. The teachers of India have shown, let it be in the urban centers or even if you go to the rural centers also, the teachers have made a fantastic effort, made a progress, and shown that even in this pandemic situation, they are leading the future of India. And they have shown that the future of India is in very, very bright hands. And I was listening to Mr. Swaroop, and where even he made some very pertinent points. And the other day I was with Mrs. Aarti in a webinar, and she made some very good points. And I have always held that if India, there is even if you see our latest national education policy, we recognize that there's a learning crisis in the country through the policy. And the only people who can solve this learning crisis in the country are the teachers. So when we always recognize like how the Army, Navy and Air Force is important for the country's security, but for the well-being of the country, the society and the world, the teachers are extremely important. So I only hope from our society that we take good care of our teachers and make sure that we give them the credit they deserve. And going forward, with the new NEP being announced, it's a very, very exciting time for the country. And as I have always held, that the national education policy, or to be successful, will purely depend on how we train our teachers and how we treat our teachers. Because without the teachers, the education policy will not be as successful as we want it to be. So these are difficult times with the pandemic one side and exciting times with the NEP announced. So being positive, we have already, I'm sure that any given situation, you all will be able to manage. And with the NEP around, and in the NEP, there's so many things to look forward to, like let it be vocational training or skill training or even technology. And the way I think the teachers have handled technology now, going hand in hand, even with the NEP, we will be able to make a lot of use of the technology. And I always have believed that learning and teaching is a continuous process. And with the new technologies coming in, they'll only be aiding the teachers. They can never be any replacement for the teachers. Because you all know there cannot be any profession in the world without a teacher. So the teacher, you be in the army, you be a scientist, a researcher, you are only because of your teacher. And the way we whole process has gone on. For example, a very small example of myself I will give you. I've always been when in school, I was an average student till 7th or 8th standard. But my destiny and my faith was turned around by one single teacher in my 8th standard. And that changed my whole life. So the power a teacher has, a parent may have the power of the child, but what a teacher has, the power and the way forward, what a difference she can make to the child is only with the teacher. So that's why in India or even in the globe, there's so much importance to the teachers. And in this time, we need to look forward and be positive. Even like with the advent of technology, internet, a lot of professions have changed. Even the teaching profession is going to change, but the teacher will never be replaced. A technology will be there where it can complement the teacher and it can go hand in hand. And I would like to compliment you all and thank you all for being such wonderful teachers. And I was just seeing the awards the North Zone teachers have got, and they have done such wonderful events, and with the technology what they've used and the skill sets what they've used. And I want to congratulate all the teachers for who have got the recognition, and also all the teachers who have not got the recognition but are still doing their job. And I thank I thank Aarti and Center of Assessment for Excellence for inviting me and having me at this wonderful program and platform. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mansoor. And I'm so thankful to you. Out of your busy schedule, you've been able to spare time for us.
My pleasure.
And on an invitation, you agreed and came and spoke to the teachers and you motivated them. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And if our viewers, they have any query, we would divert them to you.
Yeah,
if that's okay with you. All right.
Yeah, please. It will be my pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mr. Mansoor, just to inform you, our next category is a very, very special category. and we call it special educators. So we had requested all the principals to take time out and evaluate these special educators. We all know that with the advent of modernization, the trend and the technology have changed, but the way we think about special children, even that needs to be changed.
Yes.
We can no more neglect the people that have some kind of learning disabilities. Students, whether they are gifted or handicapped, that have any kind of mental, physical, or emotional disability, they have full right to receive equal and the same opportunity for receiving basic education, so that they can enjoy the education and gain confidence with the individual learning that the teachers can offer. So for the personal growth and development of these special children, it is our special educators who work really, really hard to make their life easy. And our event would not be complete unless we recognize the efforts of these special educators. So I would request Mrs. Indu to please share the names of the teachers here. And after that, our next category is, I think, the international teachers from the international schools from the other countries. Yes, so our special educators from all across the country, I think there are only 13 special educators that have been finally, after all the screening, they've been shortlisted. They have put in amazing efforts and teaching the children with learning disability online. It's difficult even to imagine. And these teachers, they've made it successful. So many, many congratulations to all these teachers. The first one in the row, this is from BCM School, Charanjit Kolkara. Congratulations, Charanjit. You are an excellent special educator. And through your online help desk and podcasting, you have helped all the parents and the students to learn all the tricks that you are teaching to the regular children online. Yeah, the next one, please. We have Deepshika Chhabra from Maxford School, Rohini, New Delhi. Congratulations, Deepshika. As a counselor, you've conducted ample number of counseling sessions for not only for students, but for parents and the teachers also. And you have been empowering these children in the areas of mental and physical well-being. Gurpreet Kaur from Salwan Public School, Rajendra Nagar, New Delhi. Gurpreet very well understands and caters to the need of all the special children, and she's a very hardworking and an affectionate educator. Congratulations, Gurpreet, to you. The next one is Mahima Kaur from Bhai Joga Singh Public School, Karol Bagh in New Delhi. Mahima, being a silent worker, but handling the pandemic situation extremely well with her students. The next one in the special educator category is from Mount Literacy School, Kanpur, Komal Gupta. Congratulations, Komal. I think through your exercises that you offer to the children, the relaxation plans, the sensory activities, you're making the learning fun for all the special children. Thank you, Komal. And the next special educator is Priyanka Sharma from Chitkara International School, Chandigarh. Amazing work, Priyanka. Please keep it up. I know the kind of counseling sessions that you're conducting, your availability 24/7. I think that makes you more special. And the parents feel free to reach out to you at any given point of time. Aarti Anand from Tagore International School, east of Kailash, New Delhi. Wonderful, Aarti. Many, many congratulations to you. I think a lot of sessions that you've conducted for the parents and the students, they've made the life easy for these children. From Pathways World School, Aravali, Gurugram, we have Anamika Ghosh. Anamika, you are an excellent special educator. You are creative, you're innovative. You have found different ways, different manipulatives you have designed for your children, and you've helped the parents so much. Thank you for your virtual schooling to these special children. The next one from Rumi English High School, Himmatnagar, Gujarat is Rana Wadia Wasim. Excellent, Rana Wadia. I think your knowledge about the technology and your knowledge about these special abilities makes you very, very special. Keep it up. Please keep up the good work. Neela Rani from Global Edge School, Hyderabad. Thank you, Neela. You've been instrumental in helping the teachers. You have trained your teachers. You have further oriented them how to identify these special children and how to support them. You've done an exemplary work, Neela. Thank you so much. Mansi from the Orcid, Pune. Mansi, you've been an excellent special educator. We congratulate you. Not only qualified, but you are a goal-oriented special educator. You know what you're doing. Wonderful, Mansi. Thank you so much. Keep it up. Smriti Prasad from Sarla Birla Public School, Ranchi. So Smriti, excellent once again. Many, many congratulations. You have ensured how you can make teaching learning inclusive, how you can ensure that you are working with an inclusive school. Thank you, Smriti, for all your efforts. Kudos to you. And the last one in the category is none other than Tahira Bano from Woodland Park School, UAE. Wonderful, Tahira. I think you have been doing exemplary work. And we know that there are children with special needs. And during the pandemic situation, you have ensured that you take good care of them, not only academically, but also emotionally. Wonderful job, Tahira. So congratulations to all the special educators. Thank you so much and keep up the good work. Thank you. Over to you, Dr. Sood. And thank you, Mr. Mansoor. Thank you once again for being with us.
Thank you, Mansoor sir, for being there, and thank you, Aarti ma'am, for handing over to me. And I will wait for Aarti, for Indu ma'am to share the screen for us for the international recipients. And I'm sure all of you these days are on social media and have seen a very, very popular video which has been around about Mr. Sundar Pichai meeting his maths teacher, Miss Molly, after 27 years. So you can imagine Sundar Pichai, Satya Nadella, Rajiv Suri, anyone for that matter, they are Indian origin people doing so well abroad, outside the boundary of our country. And that is what inspired us to recognize our educators who have done wonderful work during the pandemic in the last 4 months, be outside India. Indian origin educators working in countries like, as I mentioned earlier, UK, Australia, Singapore, Bahrain, UAE, everywhere. And here they are, our international warriors for education. First one, UAE Woodland Park School. Congratulations to the school, firstly. And we have here Ms. Shaheen, who has been so enthusiastic that it is contagious. And she has adopted the new normal successfully as a homeroom teacher, extended her compassion and passion to the students virtually and to their homes. We have Lakshmi here. Lakshmi, well done. An academician, hardcore, who has set the benchmark for virtual teaching for Woodland Park School. Congratulations to you, Lakshmi. Well done. And then coming up, Mary Ruth. Mary, very well done. We are so proud to have you in Woodland School, I'm sure, and your compassion and passion has been recognized by your principal as well. Very well done. Victor, I wonder if you're listening to us and you are here on the program. Victor, keep it up. Your motivation to the students is contagious and no limits. You can go to any extent to ensure that your learners know what you want them to know. Excellent. Keep it up. And here we have DPS, the Delhi Private School, Ajman, UAE. Yes, here they go. Mubashi, I hope I get the name right. Mubashira, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, my apologies, please. And you have shown that how a teacher can unlearn and relearn to teach to meet the needs of all students and arrive at the outcomes planned. Very good. Keep it up, Mubashira. And we have Riza here. Her classes, I believe, have been applauded by the students, teachers, that is the colleagues and parents during the pandemic. And she has managed to master the technology. Well done. Aether, you have actually accepted the the threat of pandemic as an opportunity, and your attitude to find alternatives is amazing. Well done, Aether. Keep it up. Sonia, excellent. I believe you are a born researcher and develop different techniques even to assess online learning. Very well done. We need to learn from you. And the next school coming up from Singapore, Brainy Child Montessori School. Who is this teacher? We need to really applaud and clap for her. Miss Shilpi Malhotra, an early childhood teacher. Very good. Excellent, Shilpi, for your innovative strategies that you have adopted for online teaching. And from Aline, the Ministry of Education School. My God, this is amazing. Vasumati, a maths teacher who can convert maths into reality. She is an amazing maths teacher, whether she's teaching online or she's teaching virtually or physically. Her classes, I believe, have been amazing. Well done, Vasumati. Al Noor International School, Sitra, Kingdom of Bahrain. Oh, wow. Mr. Barber, a microbiologist and now a director who is a sought-after teacher. His commitment is amazing. And during the pandemic, he's gone beyond his scope of duties. Australia, St. John's the Apostle, ACT. Canberra, well done, very good. Oh, we have Indians across everywhere. It is so amazing. Raman has been infectious, a multitasker who not only teaches the early childhood and the primary students and the middle students, also runs classes for IELTS, ESL, IT, business and administration. We are so proud of you, Raman. Keep it up. Very nice. And we have another one from Australia, the same school, I believe, a very caring and skillful teacher who's positively contributed, Mandeep Maan. Mandeep, we are really proud to know you and award this certificate to you. Excellent. Keep it up. And we have UK, London, Kumon Chessington, the great London, UK. Wow. Abhiruchi Bajaj Sharma. Oh my God. Very nice. Abhiruchi is a passionate individual. I believe she is one who has taught on WhatsApp and has gone door to door to deliver customized special homework for her students. We are so proud to be an Indian and to know you as Indians abroad. So nice. Congratulations to each one of you. And thank you for being with us. And that brings us to the end of our evening. I wonder if you have enjoyed as much as we've enjoyed putting it together. Believe you me, every minute, everything, we have loved it. We have really felt so satisfied, and probably for Aarti and me, it has been a dream come true for the educators. Everybody used to talk about the doctors, as Mr. Sarup and Mr. Mansoor mentioned, doctors, nurses, housekeeping staff. Nobody spoke about the teachers. So we decided, and Aarti pushed me, why can't we do something? I said, okay, let's do this. So we tried our hand, and I thank you for participating, and heartiest congratulations to each one of you as principals, directors, managers, and to your teachers. Keep it up. And this is what motivates us to keep going. Now I have principals and managers and things here. Randomly, if you don't mind, because of the paucity of time, I think I have 5 minutes. Aarti ma'am, I hope I have 5 minutes.
Yeah, sure, please. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. I just do these things, you know. I see one Mr. Bhushan Kumar. I think he's here.
Yeah, good evening.
Bhushan sir, can you turn on your camera so that everybody can see you?
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah. Good
yes,
evening.
There you are. So, and may I request you, just, I will allocate very little time to you, just about half a minute or 1 minute, okay. And introduce yourself and share your experience about today's evening and otherwise during the pandemic, whatever you and your teachers have felt.
So good evening to all. A fantabulous, wonderful evening to be amongst the educator and still learning. I'm a young learner with just 34 years of experience, still in the field of schooling, loving my school. I started my journey into schooling in 1969 and still a happy child in school. So that's the way I look at life. Uh, Life being little turned up, we took a new spiral growth when pandemic started, but the learning, unlearning, and the relearning process went on. The teachers took that special initiative with all the support we could give. They kept that 3 hours on the relationship, the relevance to the chapter, the rigor with which they went to deliver. That is enormous. I can see they are wonderful people we have on earth. If angels are, on earth, I would always say it's teachers who make and drive the young people to do what they want. And it is looking at the dream of the students, all that, alternative academic calendar did work out. The school did, do that kind of upgradation, brought that supplement alignment of hybrid learning, where the child can have a self-paced learning going parallelly along with the online, so that he doesn't miss out. So at this time, this evening, is congratulations to all the educators for doing this wonderful job. COVID-19 warriors are here. I would say doctors in the hospital only look at health. The mental growth is looked after by teachers. So they are real COVID-19 warriors. If the mental growth keeps on happening and it happens or aligns in the right way, we'll surely have the success stories from India, and we would lead in the world. And we would be the one leading from the front, and wherever our kids would stand, the line would start there. So that's the way I look at our young people on ground. We are just supporting and mentoring them, and with all the support and enrichment what we get back from the teachers, we feel we are and we will surely make a difference on ground. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for this connect.
Thank you, Bhushan sir. We need a little introduction about you.
Okay, so I'm a regional school director from North India, looking after almost 21 schools in UP and MP. And I operate from Lucknow, and good to connect to KOI, and they have done this wonderful evening. They have made the day for our teachers. I think our teachers or our group and the team getting those awards have made our day. With every teacher winning, with their contribution lies the growth of the team. So I'm really happy and I can sleep well tonight. That's the way I
Thank you,
look at
sir.
it.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your time and your presence. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, anyone else? I see Sangeeta Sharma. I don't know her. I see her smiling. So, Sangeeta ma'am, can you share something? Would you like to share something? You need to unmute yourself.
Good evening, everyone. Amazing evening, amazing energy, amazing thought. I hope and pray that you continue doing this not only for the pandemic year, but years to come. So that's a suggestion, because it's energizing to see young people receiving awards at such a young age. It's an amazing feeling. Times are tough. Appreciation is rare, criticism is more. That is why appreciation is all the more looked forward to. So we are not taken aback with this setback. We are just setting the stage for a great comeback. That's my mantra for my team, and that's my mantra for all of us. Nothing should bog us down. Whether it is new education policy, or it is something else, or it is pandemic, let's not bog down. The basics have to be right. We all have to think big, connected by heart. I'll just share a small example to explain it further. There is a raindrop that falls from the sky in a hand, and it is drinkable. The same raindrop, when it goes to a gutter, the value drops down and it becomes worth not even cleaning our feet. When the same raindrop falls on a hot stone, it perishes. The same raindrop, when it comes and falls on a lotus leaf, it shines like a crystal. but when it goes to an oyster, it becomes a pearl. So you
Absolutely.
are the oysters of the world tomorrow, and you are the ones who are going to make our children into pearls. That's the only thing that I want to say. Thank you so much, Aarti
Thank
ma'am,
you.
Kanan Sood ma'am, Aftab sir, for giving me this opportunity and appreciating my teachers. We had a similar session in the school today. I represent
sure.
Parivartan School as a director and as a principal, which is in Ghaziabad. But it is such a happy feeling to see your teachers on such a big platform. Thank you so much. I hope
Thank you.
today we grow, you grow, all of us grow together.
Thank you so much, Sangeeta ma'am. Beautiful, very nice.
And
Okay.
this is a story told by Swami Vivekananda.
Ah, very nice, very nice. Okay, anyone else? One more person I think we can have. Okay, let's go international. Prema ma'am? I see Woodland Public School there. Yes.
Yeah. Hello, Kanan ma'am and Aarti ma'am and the entire team at Co International. I think it's just a beauty to see in such a short time a very noble cause taken. And let me tell you, my association with Co International is, about 4 or 5 years now, and I can see the depth and I can see the value of this organization sustaining towards excellence. Because what we saw today, especially the speakers, I think we have been seeing a lot of speeches these days. Even from morning, we are in front of the Zoom. And what I like about Aarti and Kanan ma'am and the entire crew there is on the choice of speakers. Whether it is Vijay Kumar ji, whether it's Anil ji, whether it's Mansoor ji, I think we all were connected and they spoke in a very few minutes what we would have talked for years, right? So I think that is what is the credibility of COE International. And I can vouch for this international because I think we trained over 8 or 10 teachers in our school for the auditor's course. Everybody was pretty excited. And why I'm taking this and specifically telling is, please use this organization to train your teachers. Now the 8 or 10 teachers who have attended the course and benefited from the internal auditor course of the ISO 21001 is all ready to take my position. I mean, they are so well informed. They are so much of change, and we want this, right? Always they thought quality as an external component, but I can tell you with the sessions, and I did share a lot with my colleagues here, with the schools around here. We're all pretty excited, and we will continue to use this platform. We will continue to explore further how we can liaise with COE International to train our teachers, which is the need of the hour. And I think we need to focus. Yes, congratulations to all the winners. You made it big. You have a bright future ahead, but keep your eyes and ears focused, because this quality initiative, which should come from within, COE International is the right platform. I can tell you, I'm a quality auditor. I have had experiences. I have been trained by Australian quality assurance in my life. And I can tell you that I experienced more joy when I was trained by Australian quality than being trained by Aarti and Kanan ma'am herself and her team. So what is the beauty is, that's how it is. And we are so proud that in India, an organization of this stature, reaching all the countries in the globe. Well done, Aarti ma'am, well done, Kanan sir. Of course, with a fantastic crew and team behind, may you achieve all your milestones. And let's pray that this effort, as Sangeeta said, must continue, and we will pioneer the cause. We are outside the country, but I can talk on behalf of all my principals here. I can see a lot of my colleagues sitting here, that we are with you. We will take this forward, and we will be there as you keep upskilling the teachers, which is the need of the hour. Thank you, Aarti. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Prema ma'am. Aarti ma'am, I think we are running out of time. May I request you to please say a few words?
Yeah, sure. Let's close it. Thank you, Dr. Sood. Thank you for all your efforts. And thanks to each one of you who's been able to join us here on Zoom as well as on YouTube. Once again, congratulations to all the teachers. And once again, many, many congratulations to all the leaders. I think you all being here, all the principals, some of you who've shared your experiences, some of you who have not shared your experiences, but you've nominated your teachers for this accolade. I think this itself shows that you truly believe in creating more leaders in future, and you will be able to do it. I think you all are doing fantastic job. Please keep it up and feel free to get in touch with us for whatever support you want from our side. As Dr. Sood said in her opening remarks, we are truly passionate to add more and more value in the education sector as much as we can. So feel free to reach out to us for anything. And I just hope that after we all go back from here, we are all geared up to further encourage our teachers, further support our teachers, and go on motivating them to give their best. I think upscaling and upskilling of the teachers in terms of their knowledge and their skills, this is the need of the hour. So if we are able to strengthen our education system, our own school processes, and strengthen the skills of our teachers, I think that is going to help us in becoming a learner-focused organization. So with this, we come to the end of today's event. Thank you so much once again for joining us. Thanks.
Thank you. God bless everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Kanan madam.
Thank you.
Thank you, Koi team. Thank you, Indu ma'am. Thank you, Aarti ma'am. Great. And
Thank you,
great team.
Koi
Great
team.
team
Thank
always
you, Bhushan
rocks.
sir.
everyone.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Good evening, everyone.
Bye, Anusha.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
So great meeting you and Jyoti here.
I know.
I've had a long association with Jyoti too.
Thank you, Kanan madam.
Really?
Yeah. Way back. I think.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you, Sood ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Raman.
Thank you.
My professional life is earned today, and you always been my
Oh, God bless you, Raman.
Take
God
care,
bless you.
Take care. Take care. Bye-bye.
You too.
Thank you, Raman.
Thank you, Indu ma'am. Thank you for such inspirational words. And thank you, Jyoti ma'am, as well. And congratulations to the entire team.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone. So we are closing now. And once again, happy Teachers' Day to all of
Yeah.
you. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.